Hello, everybody, and welcome to the review of nothing. I'm kidding. Today we are taking a look at Red Arcee. Not a Red Arcee, but the Transformers Red Line Arcee. How many times did I say red right now? That's kind of funny. So, RED is an acronym for Robot Enhanced Design. Is this robot? Yes. Is it enhanced? Maybe. Actually, no. Sorry for giving away the review already. Is this a design? It sure is. Is it enhanced though? Nope. Alright. Enough joking around with the acronym. Let's get a closer look at what it does. So, Robot Enhanced Design seeks to be the most show accurate of show accurate figures, and the most posable as well as the most detailed. Well, compared to any other figure from either the past or the present, her competition basically, the detail is too little. It looks a lot like the show, kind of like Bulkhead over here, but yeah, she's missing a lot of that metal color that the Prime Transformers have. Like this very shiny metallic instead of this plain gray and silvers. But anyways, let's get superiorities out of the way and start with the articulation. So she has ball joint at the head, can move all the way around, cannot look up at all, not even down at all. The neck is a joke. It's just there to be there. Shoulders move out, butterfly joints. Arm moves 90 degrees, bicep swivel. Moves back that far. Could be more if you just change the orientation of this, but that'd be weird. Wrists rotate, go in and out, like an anime figure. Ab crunch, which is very hard to use because this is a separate piece and it gets in the way of this other separate piece. But going back though, she can do that, and it looks strange. Besides that, she's got a waist swivel that's really hard to use, and it looks like you broke the sculpt in some ways. Then her legs are on ball joints, can move up, out, and back. Not too far on all those directions, and she has a thigh rotation, but it breaks the sculpt yet again. 90 degrees at the knee, moves forward, back, and rotates. Overall, the articulation it's like your standard third action figure from like nowadays. But the problem is because of how loose some of her joints are, she can't stay in those poses. Like, let's say I want to do a running pose of Arcee. Like, you're already seeing it, how it's falling apart. Like, yeah, like, I'm really trying here to get her in a running pose, but usually it's really hard to, like, balance her with anything, because she doesn't have the best balance. Like, let's say Starscream here, running pose. I don't know why Jet would be running, but here, just to show you that you can do it like almost instantly with a figure like this. Well, not exactly, but see? He's standing on basically 1 foot and hasn't fallen yet. That's what I mean. That Arcee doesn't have the most solid joints. Okay, so the articulation definitely would be considered enhanced because of what she has, but at the same time it wouldn't because it doesn't really work at all. Now let's take a look at the accessories. Alright, so the accessories are her iconic blasters, which replace her hands. Very nice, but the plastic is very rubbery, and if you bend it a little bit hard in some way, you can keep it bent and it won't look right. The knives or blades, great sculpt detail, absolutely no paint, bad. Slash effects that aren't painted and look very strange, 0 out of 10. And finally, her wrists, or fists in this case. So you can do a bro fist with other bots. So yeah, there you go. And the final accessory, more like a prop here, the Dark Energon cube. Ooh, it's a cube of Dark Energon. But who bit it? Who was trying to eat the cube? Anyways, why is this included here? Like, there was never a cube like this in the show. I mean, there was Dark Energon, but not in this form. Alright, now we're gonna take a look at her with her accessories on. Oh, and right before we begin looking at all the accessories, to remove her hands, you gotta pull really hard on them. In your first times. Then in your second time around, you won't really have to. And then you just simply grab the wrist or the gun and you put it in where the hole is, which is barely visible. But once you have the figure, you'll see, and done. There's your fist. For the arm blades, they have these tabs. There are these slots on the figure. And you go in and tab it in. The easiest accessory to put on her. The slash effects, if you're interested, just slide on to the frontal part of the blade. And finally, for the gun, same process as the hand. Except it's easier because you get more, something more to grab, like you get more grip, I guess. And yeah, that's about it for accessories. Let's take a look at them in closer detail. And by closer detail, I meant how the action figure uses them. Okay, so the gun on here is very nice. Nice on her. Very long though. It's kind of weird. And you can do this because it's the same wrist joint. But yeah, looks cool. No blast effect compatibility though, so no blast effects. Unless you use paper or whatever or to make like your own blast effect. Then for the blade, here it is, slash effect. You can even put this backwards and it'll still look as weird, but it's an option. And the fists. They look much more fitting than the trigger finger hands. The trigger finger hands, I found out you can put other like action figure accessories on them. Like if you have a lot of guns from a 6-inch action figure or any action figure in general, you can add it here if it fits. Then, well, you got another accessory for her, which is great. And yeah, overall, this figure is very underwhelming and disappointing. Reason is because you see her in the box, she looks very cool, like she's gonna do a lot, like this sort of masterpiece or hidden gem. But really what it is, it's just a cheaply made 6-inch action figure of one of the most iconic characters from a TV show from the 2010s. But lacking a lot of details and features the character would have. And yeah, that expression and that paint, not good. I mean, it looks alright in the camera, but in person it don't look as good. But yeah, overall, I don't recommend it. Like, if you really want it because you don't like Legacy Arcee, go ahead, but be ready to be a little bit disappointed. So yeah, my recommend is to avoid this and every other red figure there is out there, because with this sampling, it just tells me they're just plain bad. And yeah, don't get this. Get another a different figure of her, or just wait till they make the proper Arcee that transforms. This design transformable in the War for Cybertron trilogy. Line or style. But yeah, definitely I don't recommend it. At a 10 score, before it used to be an 8 because of how accurate it is. Now it's more of a 3. 3 out of 10. Because she's accurate. She has a lot of cool accessories. And is posable, I guess. But the quality just brings it down by a lot. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a great day or night or afternoon. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.